All right. So, tell me about your gameplay. I see you're playing some interesting stuff bot lane.
Yeah, the 8.11 patch is pretty interesting, so kind of got me confused.
In terms of like what you should be doing, what you should be playing, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because the whole meta kind of got flipped on its head,
Mhm.
and crit ADCs are like really, really hard to play, like almost unplayable.
Yeah, it seems good, right?
Yeah,
So I guess in terms of these replays you had to show me, I noticed that I think some of them are flex. Was it?
but yeah, the swing one's flex. The two Twitch ones were duos, and then the Ezreal was a solo.
Interesting. So which of these do you think you want to take a look at first?
Uh, the Twitch ones, because I
All right.
lost them, so probably could get more from them than the
Sure, sure,
victory.
sure. So as we're going through this laning phase real quick, tell me about your gameplay in terms of what do you think you're good at? What do you think you need to work on? The works.
I think my laning is pretty bad. I think my positioning mid to late game is decent. And then it's a lot of my macro that I feel uncomfortable with too, like knowing when to be where at what time.
Okay, interesting. Do you know what kind of laning phase issues you've been having, or is it just like not sure?
Uh, I feel like I'm just passive all the time unless I'm playing like specific champions. So like on Twitch, it doesn't matter like what the matchup is. I always just want to like play safe. I
Mm-hmm.
don't really like to fight, but if I'm playing Draven, like the same thing. Doesn't matter what the matchup is. Like I just want to go in.
Interesting.
So
So, think there's some laning ideas that could help, right? In terms of what should you be doing in a lane, right? So a lot of times when you're playing Twitch, yes, you're scaling really hard. We don't really want to fight unless we know it's a good fight, right? That kind of stuff. Um, but based on matchup, sometimes that can change, right? What if they had
yeah,
like what if Draven's super strong, but he's paired with, say, what's a good example? Maybe like Jen or something, and Jen has no shield for whatever reason, and you have a Nami. So it's like, oh, maybe we want to trade because we can sustain up, right? Based on the matchup. So, in terms of laning matchup, have you watched any of my other coaching videos where I talk about laning?
no, I haven't.
So when it comes to laning, right? Matchup is probably the first consideration you think of, besides jungle ganking and stuff like that. Is the first consideration of how you should play this lane out, right? So let's say your playing gets an Alistar Draven. What kind of lane are they? What do you think?
All in, baby.
Yeah, they want to all in like 24/7, right? They find an all in, someone's dying, right? You guys are gonna die, right? So the way I kind of try and categorize my laning phase is to put it into like simple heuristics, in terms of I'll have like four general categories of what champions fall into, and then if they fall into this category, I'll play like this. And if they fall into this category, I'll play like this. So against all in, for example, I'll be like, oh, we don't want to all in ever, right? Unless our all in is better for whatever reason. So the categories I come up with are all in, right? Trading, right? Poke, which is kind of damage that can't be responded. So something like Xerath, I guess, or something more common, I guess, would be like Zyra, Brand, whatever. That kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then the last I would say is catch, which is the kind of category that's not as intuitive as the other three. Catch is something like, let's say you have a Zyra, or let's say you have a Brand. Why would I say Brand is catch?
In case it lands a stun.
Right, in case. So the big part of catch is that you can have CC, but it's skill shot based, or something like it's like conditional, right? Versus something like Alistar, which is not conditional. You just walk up, for example, and it's guaranteed. Right, guaranteed versus conditional is catch. Is the difference between catch and all in, right? So if we are saying, in terms of lanes, what is your lane? What is their lane before level 6? What do you think?
They have some kind of like poke because Malphite doesn't have his all yet, and we've got like catch and poke as well.
Agreed. And then you could say something like, for the AD carries, Draven's all in, Twitch is like can't really do anything. So The Twitch doesn't really count for much. Oh my God, Brand is dying. That's awkward. Oh, goodbye. Oh, I think Jax might be dying. What's going on? Jax is dying too. Oh no, maybe not. Oh baby, he's dying. Oh no. Oh, you're dying too if you're not careful. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. So, what happened here? What happened here? What happened here? Okay, so we kill this guy. We're gonna be Draven. Sure. And then Jax dies, not your fault. And then you have to get out. We took a tower shot. It's kind of awkward. So, I think we played that, fairly fine. But is there anything we should have considered, during this fight? I guess. Say for example, when you see something like this, all right, it's standard. Jungler is ganking, right? Is there anything that we don't see on the map that could put us in trouble?
The enemy jungle?
Right. So where is the enemy jungler?
I have no idea.
I agree. So this is one of those situations where you play this fine, right? We don't really have to talk too much about what you should have done. You play this pretty good. It's just hit the closest guy. Your team screwed up. They died. Not your fault, right? Brand killed himself. Jax killed himself. You did good. It's just that the only thing that we might be afraid of is their jungler's coming out right now, right? And then you die, for example. That would be probably not too good, especially if we take a tower shot. We're definitely dying, I think. So that might be something to consider. But honestly, counter ganks are they're not as common, but it's in the same vein as where's their jungler? They should be coming right now. Right. Or here, how about this? They have a global. They're coming right now. Right. Have you played against Aurelion Sol? He comes bot lane.
Yeah,
or Katarina.
Right
yeah, exactly. Or even early TP, right? Back in the days when Nautilus was played, Nautilus TP was probably the most scary thing. Oh, you're gonna kill this guy. Oh, okay. What happened here? Let's talk about this.
Yeah, this is awkward.
So what happened here?
Triumph happened. He had a cooldown. Yeah, that I didn't calculate. So that could have been really bad.
Well, I like the idea. Flashing maybe works here, right? But what's wrong with walking up?
The tower spots me?
Well, the question is, do you have to flash to hit him?
So I did it because I knew the tower spot me and I didn't want him to walk away in time.
Okay, I guess that's true, but it seems kind of strange given that by the time the tower sees you, yeah, something like that. I mean, he has no flash, right? So he's not gonna get away. So it kind of doesn't make sense. Maybe if you have flash, you could say something like, "Oh, we're preventing him from flashing away" or something like that. But I think here you can just kill him. But honestly, what I think it's okay, right? As long as you maybe say something like, "Oh, if I flash in, I can get out" or something like that. I don't know. It just seemed kind of maybe not as clean as it could have been. But as long as it turns out okay, we're not gonna nitpick yet, right? I think it's okay, right? Don't worry about it. So far laning seems pretty good. What seems to be the kind of problem when we say laning is dicey?
Well, now I have a lead, and it's still the same thing. Like, still just kind of playing.
Oh, you're doing really well here, right? So when it comes to poke catch, how do you play with poke catch on your as your support?
Wait for the catch.
Right. So you can't do anything, right? You have to wait, or you can set up like this, where you try and bait them into getting caught or something like that. Where we put a cast down to help slow Malphite, right? This is good. Right, you're not what's it called, being too passive or anything, right? We're basically playing out the matchup correctly, which is why you guys got this massive. You guys almost killed this guy, right? Massive advantage here. Sure, we could have cut last to kill him, whatever. It doesn't really matter that much, right? You have the right idea in terms of we're not gonna do anything too crazy and just wait for brand stuns, right? This is just you gotta run. Let your brand die. He gone. Everyone's gotta run. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. What the hell happened? All right, so what do you think happened here?
We got run down, like just lack of map awareness and vision.
Right here. Are you okay?
Nope, I'm out. All right.
What if you run this way?
Oh, I was trying to anticipate the W.
I guess that's true, but he can't really. He's already kind of casted it. If that makes any sense. It's just the reason why you die, I think, is just because you turned around to hit him, right? I think is the problem. And of course, you could say map awareness is the bigger issue here, where you should know he's coming. But yeah, I think the idea is you want to run. But yeah, I think if you had known he was coming, it'd make much more sense, right? But we were kind of distracted by making this happen, I think. So in terms of what was the idea here? You were trying to do something, but we didn't notice that mid is missing, I think.
Yeah.
Right. And who else is missing? Not just mid.
Jungle.
Right. So let's say you go like this, you run in here. Do we know if Malphite has flash? I can't remember, right?
No, he used it.
Okay, so he used it, but let's say you come out here and he slows you. Are you dead?
If someone else appears, probably.
All right, I would say you're dead because jungle and mid laner and Draven walks up. I think there's no way to stop that. Right. So yeah, you could say that maybe we have some kind of map awareness ideas that we want to work on. Of course, I think most people have map awareness problems too, so it's definitely not just you. But I think you have the right idea when you're looking for what you're trying to do. Oh, you want to run here? He's dead. Yeah. Yeah. So post 6, Malphite is no longer really poke. We're just all in 24/7, right? You can even say something like he's catch, I guess, with his Q, but probably more all in. Oh my God, everyone's coming into this party. Oh, okay.
Positioning there.
Right. But I think it's gonna turn out okay. You just have so many people, it doesn't really matter. So that's good. So the only real problems we've had are map awareness issues. Right. Because remember how our jungler is ganking, we didn't take in consideration that their jungle could be here, or we're trying to make this play happen, or just trying to hit Malphite for free. We didn't take into consideration who's missing on the map, right? So I think one big issue you might have is looking at the map before you try and do something, because when it's in reverse, you do it really well, right? It's in reverse, you're like, oh, let's bait for these guys, right? Because how do you know you win this?
Because we've got people ready to make the play. Like Jax is coming, Flood's channeling. TP.
Yeah, this is like 4v2, 5v2, 5v3, right? You have so many people, you're gonna win. So baiting here is really good, right? You guarantee that this is gonna work, and Malphite has no ult, so you're not scared. So when you have more people, it's really obvious that you know how to play with that advantage. But when you have less people, I think it's not as obvious that you show that in your gameplay, right? You should be super scared because you cannot fight, right? Is the idea. The rule is do not fight when you have less people. And to break that rule, you need like a lot of big conditions, like, oh, we're going to one-shot someone, or we're going to get away in time, or something like that. So, oh, this is an overstay. You guys want to leave. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, everyone run. Everyone run. You definitely want to run. Everyone's getting Malphite out there. Don't help this. This is Dunzo, right? You can't help this, so you run. Good. Well, the thing to know here is the overstay, though, right?
Yeah.
How do we know this is an overstay?
Because we went for the dragon and then we started pushing the wave in.
Exactly, right? So yeah, this is another shortcut I use. Another thinking shortcut I use is after something good has happened, you have time to do one thing. So the one thing you guys chose was, or your team chose, is dragon. Okay, don't go for the tower, right? You'd spam back. You push this out and everyone runs, right? Definitely an overstay. So it's just simple. Do one thing and then you got a base, right? Otherwise this is gonna happen. So good thing we didn't die though. That's good. It's just whole team is dying now, so it's kind of awkward, Oh my God, Quinn just killed herself. Oh, okay, seems good. Smite that. Oh, he's dead. All right. Well, maybe you can kill this mouth. Oh, you can definitely kill this guy. Even if he has ulti, you probably just kill him. Okay, sure. I think using ult is fine. You just need to make sure you kill him. Oh, everyone run real quick. Okay, sure. Go back bot. Sure, farming is good. So yeah, the big ideas we're seeing this game is just straight up, where are they? They're coming bot. Well, we kind of react to it when they show up versus react to it when they're missing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the kind of overarching theme I'm seeing in this replay, at least, right? So here, this is kind of spooky, right? Where's Quinn? Can you beat Quinn? Maybe if you hide in your minions and dodge her Q with flash or something like that. I think that's fine. Be prepared to run like hell though. So, okay, what do we do here that makes sure you're gonna die? What do we? Actually, Quinn showed up, right?
Yeah. Showed up top.
Okay, yeah, she showed mid. You're good. But I was gonna say, you know, if the plan is to fight Quinn when she comes out and you use expunge on a minion and you leave your minions, you're definitely dead, right? I would say. So yeah, you should have no worry. You should have no fear here because they all show up. But sure, we go mid. I think that's fine. You can cover some minions. I don't think you want to kill this guy, right? You definitely don't want to hit this guy, right? How do we know you don't want to hit this guy?
In his minion wave.
Right. So what's kind of the goal here, I guess?
Just hit the clear the minions.
Yeah. You just want to clear minions. You're really happy clearing minions, but you know, trying to kill this guy is very liable to dying to some kind of turnaround, right? Do you know if he has ulti here?
I do not.
Exactly. So he ultis you, and then someone comes up and touches you, you die, right? So that's kind of the when you have less people, you know, you don't want to do anything crazy, right? Unless you know for sure it's gonna work. How do you know you're gonna kill him?
If I had like a teammate.
In this situation, we'll say. How do you know you can kill him? Or can you kill him? Is the question.
Oh, after autoing him like 20 times, sure.
Right, but it's not like there's no obvious tell that tells you, like, if you saw this on like the big screen and then they paused and they said, okay, $100 if you can tell us if you can kill him right now. Would you bet $100 to say Twitch can kill? Yeah, I would say Twitch is not killing this guy. It's not possible, right? Like when we say, you know, if someone's gonna die, it's like, oh, you know, AD carry got stunned by Jax, he's about to die to an auto tag or something like that, right? Super obvious. Or Malphite catches someone and then they have no flash, right? So in this case, you know, we just have no way to kill him, right? You hit him 10 times, he's not dying. So you don't really want to. The goal there is to not really fight him. You just wanted to clear minions. Oh, okay, here we just hit the closest guy. You're good to go. I think using LT it's fine. Oh, he wanted you to heal him. Whatever. You don't care about that. Oh, I think we're chasing here. But Echo kind of knows this. So, oh my God. Okay, so what was wrong? Oh my God, it actually worked. Oh my God. All right, we won't talk about that. I think is okay, but I think we do have some interesting usages of Flash, right? You know, the reason why this is super dicey is, you know, most of the time this bush is pinked and the bush he's based in is pinked, right? But we're not going to cover that. I think there are bigger fish to fry. Stuff like pushing mid here, for example. You know, going for this tower. How do we know that this is dicey?
Quinn's above us, and we don't know where top lane is right now or jungle. Right,
that's true. Quinn is here. And sure, we killed someone, but how do you know you can get this tower? The answer is you can't, right? Similar to how do we know you can kill Malphite? You can't get this tower. You fast forward, there's no way you can get this, right? Oh my God, how did you get it? Wait, let's watch this. Hold up. How did you get it? What's going on here? Oh, Quinn got one shot. Oh my God. Okay, balanced champion. And we got the TP coming. Okay, you guys can get the tower. I stand corrected. Wow, let's see what's going on here. Wow, we're still going. Oh my God, we're going for another one. What the fuck is going on? You're all dying here. Yeah. Oh my God, maybe not. That Malphite all didn't do it enough. Oh my God, what's going on? Dude, I don't even know what to say. I'm just watching this.
Yeah,
this is the fucking fiesta, dude. Oh my God,
I love my games.
People are dying. Okay, let's just rewind this back to like when you siege this tower. Okay, whenever you hit a tower in solo queue, what's the most likely scenario?
Whenever I hit a tower?
No, whenever anyone hits a tower in solo queue.
Someone's gonna come try to stop it.
Right, and what's more successful, the people stopping it or the people getting the tower?
People stopping it.
Right, so when you see something like this in solo queue, you should think to yourself, you don't want to do this. Right, how do you know you can get the tower? You need to come up with a reason. Like say for example, how do we know we're gonna kill Malphite? So we hit Malphite. Oh, maybe we're gonna hit him, 3-shot him, and then press expunge or something like that, right? How do we know we get this tower? You know, you have no idea. What if Malphite's over this wall, for example? You have to basically the way to tell that you can hit this tower is that you have solved for all the ways they can engage, right? And in this case, you have no way to solve Malphite flash ulti, for example. So that's how you know you can't do this. Because what happens if you guys die to Malphite flash ulti?
We just lose.
Right. You just lose 4 kills and a dragon, and then game's pretty much donezo. Or maybe not donezo, but it's really hard now to win. Let's say Cho gets over this wall. He flash silences, Malphite flash ultis. What happens? Right? There's so many things that could happen that are just, you know, maybe it's like, oh, you know, they'll never do it. But, you know, when they do it, you lose a game. Right? Or in my experience, you know, whenever you tower siege and then there's no real plan, it's always going to go poorly. Right? Even here, when it looks like it's not bad, right? Does this look bad yet? It doesn't look bad, right?
No.
You just fast forward.
Right.
It's just disaster.
Okay.
It's always disaster. Look, it's always disaster. I promise you, right? You guys even got the tower, and it turned into disaster. So, one of the, you know, solid rules I have in solo queue is in the mid game, the tower is the last thing you want to do. Okay. So when I say like the last thing, I mean other things you can do are like, oh, you want to push waves out. Are you familiar with that concept of pushing out your waves first?
So it can bounce back.
Right. Push it past the river always in the mid game. After that, you know, things you can do, anything like warding, anything like camping, anything like doing camps, which sounds like camping, but it's different, I guess. Anything like roaming to another lane to see if you can help and then going back to your lane, right? Literally anything but hitting the tower, right? You hit the tower when all of them show up bot, right? Or you're ready for the 1v1, like you're versus Quinn, because Quinn is the only one who hasn't shown up yet, right? And the reason why this is the last thing you do is because in solo queue, how easy is it for a team to come and stop someone hitting the tower? It's pretty obvious, right? Okay, guys, let's go. How easy is it for your team to figure out you need a counter gank?
Not obvious.
It's impossible. No one does that. Literally no one does that. How easy is it to teleport behind someone? Oh, pretty easy. How about to counter teleport? Wait a minute. I don't even know how to figure that out yet, right? Maybe you have to teleport in the minions next to your team. Who knows, right? It doesn't make sense. You know, all it takes is your jungler to be farming bot side and you're hitting the tower, you're losing. Right? You're hitting the tower top, your jungler is doing camp spot, you can't do it. Right? So that's why our general rule is you never do it, which is just, this is what happens, right? I said that, you know, I thought you guys were going to get screwed, but you guys got the tower. You guys got screwed anyways, right? So that's how we know. It's just, I've done this so many times, it doesn't work, okay? The days of siege comps are just gone. Well, actually, maybe this patch, maybe not, but for the last few years, it hasn't really been a thing, you know? Oh my God, he almost got him. Yeah, so what's going on here that we just talked about?
They're hitting the tower.
So fast forward, what happens? They all died, right?
Yeah.
Right? So, you know, that's just how you know. It's just you've seen it a million times. Even if you can't reason it out yet, it's just, it doesn't work. They just gave away a kill to Twitch, right? So they're losing it. Oh my God, Clay took it. That's kind of awkward, but it just doesn't make sense, right? It's never really worth the towers. You know, most of the time you're not even gonna get the tower. But even if you are gonna get the tower and everyone dies for it, it's not worth, right? Maybe like one dude dying for it could be worth, but that's just considerations like that don't really happen nowadays anymore. Oh, okay, she just killed herself. Sure. So yeah, I think your gameplay could. So from what I'm seeing, the things that you need to work on are just super easy to fix. Okay, it's just the idea of just don't hit tower, right? That would prevent the mid-game throw that happened, I think, right? This game is chaos now because you guys tried to take the tower and then they tried to take the tower after you guys died, right? When it comes to stuff like fighting, I think you don't really have any issues, right? Maybe Flash is kind of strange, but if there are no issues, then we don't have to worry about it yet. When it comes to map awareness in the mid-game, I think you're fine, right? You're very aware of like Quinn's going to kill you, right? You need an ulti here. It's kind of weird how you ulti the other ones, but not this one. Oh, you need to run now. Okay, good. Keep running and then go bot. I think we're down, not bot, but down where your team needs help. Oh, okay. You just flashing. You're good. Okay, very nice. Yeah, you have no real problems when it comes to fighting, right? The real problems occur when you guys are at the tower or when you don't know where they are, right? So here, this is also a case of you're not looking at your map as well. Yeah. Right, because if you were looking at your map, you would be looking where Malphite is. You know, your team's fighting over there. What's going on, right? You wouldn't try and hit this guy, I think, or maybe you try and hit this guy, but you would be more aware of these guys coming in, right? Though flash to kill this guy is pretty free, but yeah, it's the same thing, right? We're running in to hit this guy, but you don't know where the enemy team is yet, right? So the two biggest ideas I'm seeing are mid game is like If you say, you know what, I don't know what to do mid game. So when in doubt, this is your cookie cutter strategy. You push out lanes. Okay, does that make sense? So when I say push out lanes, let's come up with some examples. Let's just pull up a random game from the other day. We're playing Brand, doesn't matter. Strategy still applies for maximizing farm. Yeah, let's say we're mid lane. We push out this lane. So what does this mean? You kill all the minions until the minions are running down their lane, right? So, bam, you consider that pushed out. Hold on, let's back it up a little bit. Let me see it. Let me actually see it. Come on, let me see it. Okay, these minions are all dead. Bam, that's pushed out, right? So if you don't know what to do, this is what you do. This is how you maximize money in the mid game, right? This is all you really care about. And then what do? Don't hit tower, right? So you notice that this tower on the minimap has like 1 health, right? We don't really care. Yeah. We're just gonna go bot. And why do we push this out? Because you know what Alistair is doing right now. He's like, right, he's trying to cover, and then we have the time to do something, right? So when we talked about things we could do, we said rotate, which is what we're trying to do. We said ward, right? We warded, and camp, right? So we're doing all 3 things at the same time, I guess you could say. So we warded, we went to help, we're trying to camp, right? And then we're gonna kill this guy. But I think Cho'Gath, Cho'Gath is it was kind of strange. I don't know what happened there, but you see the idea, right? You push out, and then you can do something. Right. That's your basic strat. And then when it comes to fights, I don't think you really need help. It's just be aware of where they are. I think that's kind of the only way you lose, right? I've not seen you lose to someone you can see this whole game. Right. If they're on your map, you have not lost a fight. What do you think?
Yeah, it's always when they just like just my map awareness.
Yeah, it's literally when you have no idea where they are. It's the only time you've ever died, right? And you guys try and hit mid tower. But that also kind of counts as to not knowing where they are, right? So, oh, okay, this is a very nice find here. Oh my god, this fucking giant spout is disgustingly good. He can't kill you because you have a giant spout. Is this the frozen mallet?
Yeah.
I like it a lot. Oh, you're just gonna kill this guy too. You should be okay here. Well, maybe not okay, but you're gonna kill them all here. Yeah, you're okay here. You got the frozen. You got the giant spell, so I'm not too worried. Very nice. Go bot, sure. What the hell is this Quinn trying to do? Right, so that's not good. You guys get Baron, I hope. Something like that. Okay, fine. Dragon is okay. Okay, another fight. Sure. You wanna push out waves, or maybe if you're afraid, you should base. You just kill this Quinn. Press ulti. Oh, maybe your team's not here, so you want to run. Sure. Yeah, we really have no problems when it comes to fighting and map awareness when there's no fighting, right? So the big thing to look at is when there is something going on, you still need to look at your map. Right? Yeah. Have you heard that before?
No.
No one says this, but this is actually one of the most important things I learned when climbing solo queue was whenever I died in team fights, I was like, okay, why did I die? It's because they had some kind of flank or TP, and I had no idea, right? I would just instantly die to some kind of Talon, some kind of Kled TP. What else is there? Some Lissandra TP was way back in the day. Anything like that was automatically losing, right? So before, the way to fix this, or the way I worked on this is whenever something happens, the first thing you do is look at your map instead of trying to hit whatever. And then sure, it might take like half a second or a second, but glancing at the map will tell you pretty much everything you need to know about where they are and where they could be, right? So if there's anything you want to work on, it's that, right? Because you have no idea Malphite's up here or something like that, right? Let me see what's going on here. This is a dicey fight. Okay, you don't want this fight. Why do you not want this fight?
Because we don't know where they are and they're split.
Yeah, there are more people. So right there, you should die here, right? Yeah, that's like we said, Cho'Gath Malphite combo, right? Cho'Gath Malphite combo, Quinn coming from behind, done, right? So what should we do instead when you see something like this?
Back up.
Right, you don't hit the closest person. You just wait until you know it's safe for whatever reason, right? And then somehow they don't go for you, and then you get to kill someone. But this fight is definitely not good, right? There's no way you guys can win. It's just 5v4, right? You needed something big to happen for you guys to win a 5v4. So. Yeah, you're right. These fights are so bad. So what you do is just spam back P and run, okay? Because there's nothing you could do here to hope, right? You have to wait until something better happens. Maybe if you had stayed invisible, you could have ran down here and killed someone, right, or something like that. But you just want to wait. If there's a fight that's really bad, or you don't know, you're not sure, stay safe, right? So this is similar to when you were fighting Cho'Gath top, and then you didn't know where Quinn and Malphite were. You know, same idea is you want to know where they are before you hit someone. Okay, that's kind of the that's probably one of the biggest changes to your gameplay that might help you a lot in these fights is before you hit anyone, you look at the map first and you say, where is everyone? And then you can hit someone. I promise you're not going to lose because you miss an opportunity. Okay, that's not going to happen. What's going to happen is that your team fight awareness and your map awareness is going to get much better. Right? And sure, maybe you'll lose an opportunity 1 in 10 games, but overall it's going to make you a better player. And then once you start doing this super fast, you're not going to miss any opportunities, right? It's just, this is the thing I think you need to work on if there's something to work on for fighting, right? You're still on track to win this game though, right? I would say. Okay, maybe we can get this guy. Oh shit, he's trolling. Hell yeah. You just killed this guy. Oh my god, hit the Baron. Oh, okay, that's awkward. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, you're so fucking dead, dude. You need to run out of the pit. What are you doing? Holy shit, what's going on? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What the hell is going on? Okay, I guess you guys... Oh yeah, let's just fast forward. Oh, okay. Okay, strange. Okay, so let's talk about this. What happened here? I think it is becoming a bad habit when we see something like this. So what happened here?
I was trying to get the pick.
Right here. What did we do? That was Monka S. Yes. Yeah. So I think this habit of flashing for people, I think for you it's been working, but it shouldn't work. And eventually it doesn't even work all the time, right?
Honestly, I don't even do that often.
Oh really? It was just this game or something?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I would say don't worry about it.
Game, like I played one game before. The two Twitch games are back to back, and then that's why I started typing in chat too. I flame a lot in this one, I think.
Oh no, yeah. Yeah, that's a big Monka S when you see something like that. Is like I'm not sure you want to be using flash like that, right?
Oh no.
It needs to be guaranteed. It needs to be guaranteed good. And I think you pull the trigger super quick. You pull the trigger the instant it seems good, right? So that might be something you want to take a look at. But the thing that helps with Twitch the most is when you decide whether or not to come out, wait longer, right? You want to wait before you decide to fight, and I promise you it will always be better than not waiting. Okay, waiting will always be better than not waiting. I promise you. The person's first instinct is to go immediately, right? That's a player's first instinct. It's also wrong. So the way to break that is you need to stop and think if this is good or not before you come out, and then I promise you things will be much better, right? You can even say, for example, here, if you had waited, it would be better. Why is that?
Echo would have all in on the Jax more.
True, I guess, but we broke a bubble.
Better position for mighty ults.
It's because our poison broke her bubble, right? Zoe's bubble.
Oh.
Right, something like that, right? Exactly, right? It's just things we don't even notice. But if you reason it out, the conclusion's still the same. You should wait, right? Waiting will always be better, right? You coming out first. I promise you're not gonna miss any opportunities. When there's a super fat opportunity, you will know, 100%. Okay, but if you're ever not 100% sure or uncertain, or even if you are sure, you should still wait to make sure, right? That's just a Twitch thing, really. When you're coming out of invisibility. Oh my god, they got Baron. No way, not like this. Let's watch what's going on here. Okay, so what happened to our blue trinket?
It's on cooldown. I think I threw it in there, and then they cleared it.
Oh, okay, we used it at Blue Bush. I think that's fine. You guys are trying to make a play, sure. I think that's actually fine, so don't worry about that. Here, I think we just couldn't stop it in time, whatever. They have Cho'Gath, so they're actually going to get it. It's not really your fault. Don't worry about that. It's just, now we try and win the ensuing fight, and then this is not good. You can kill this guy with Blade of the Ring King. Oh, no, we used our ulti. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Panicking.
Oh, no, run! Oh no, you don't want this fight anymore. Yep, you want out. Okay, so what happened here? What happened here? Let's talk about this. What happened here?
Cleta ulted into a 1v4.
Right. So what are we doing though that maybe could be doing better?
Positioning, like Echo's already got like that cutoff on me now, and then I just walked into a really bad spot right here.
Right. So when was the last time you walked up without your invisibility and you actually did something? That's Twitch.
Never.
Exactly. Me too. Never. I've literally never. Every time I walk up like that, always losing. So you have to always wait for your cue. It's just one Twitch thing that has to be kind of internalized is that you can't do anything without invisibility. Okay, I promise. I promise you, never ever does it happen. Right? You have to be slaughtering them for that to even do anything. You just walk up and hit someone because you guys already won, right? So walking up without invisibility is kind of you can't do anything, right? I think is one issue here. The other issue is kind of you can kill this guy, but we just want to not use our ulti, right? Why do we not want to use ulti here?
No, the ulti there was bad.
Yeah, you just want to run. Basically, it's just you had no invisibility, which led to all this stuff. So, you want to hit the closest guy, and you want to wait before fighting. I think that's the two things that we're seeing is that when you fight, you actually do win pretty much all the time. But the times when you kind of don't win fights, two things happen. Either one, we didn't wait long enough, we're too impatient, jumped the gun, or we didn't know where they were, so we ended up dying to something off screen, right? Here you just want to run. Here, I think we're just kind of desperate to keep this going or something, right? But this is exactly what we're talking about the whole game, right? It's just because you can hit someone that's close to you doesn't mean you should, right? What's the first principle of a team fight as an AD carry? The first priority.
Positioning.
Okay, yeah, it's related to that, but it's basically don't die. Right. Number one is that you're safe for whatever reason. So we just died to Cho'Gath ulti here, or something like up there you're trying to hit Cho'Gath, you die to Quinn flying in, or something crazy like that, right? Or you're hitting tower, Malphite comes out, right? It's all the same kind of idea, but for team fights we can narrow it down to you must be safe before you hit the closest target, right? And then the second is you're already good on that, but the second is kind of hit the closest guy, and you already do that really well. It's just when you come out, sometimes you're not safe, right? And stuff like this happens. So there's not much you can do if you come out in a bad spot, right? And look how even this fight went, right? So what would have happened if you had your invisibility and ulti?
Would have been a lot better.
I think you guys could have gotten the inhibitor, right? You could kill them all and get an inhibitor, for example. There was an opportunity there, I think. Oh, what are we typing here? No one on the team is trying to win. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Okay, I would recommend just don't type in chat too. The only things I type in chat is stuff like "good job," "my bad," and flash timers, because anything else will kind of trigger your team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what's going on here. Okay, you can hit the closest guy here. Okay, what happened here? Let's talk about this. Same thing, right? What would I say about this sequence of events? What do you think?
Waiting in stealth longer?
Yes, wait. You don't want to wait, because what happens if you pop out an ulti here and they walk away?
I don't get like optimal damage.
Yeah, you're not really getting anything here, right?
Yeah.
Which is actually what happens. They kind of, oh wait, you got Malphite, but he's kind of useless. So if you guys lose this fight, I think we could have gotten more value somewhere, right? Oh my god, Brand OP. Oh my god, that was amazing. Let me see this. But yeah, I would say definitely you want to wait, right? One of the biggest reasons why you need to wait coming out of stealth is because if you pop ulti and they throw Echo W on you, you can't walk into the ulti. I mean, you can't walk into the stun, right? So you lose your time on your ulti, right? It's always better to wait until the fight simplifies itself, right? I promise you, at this rank, they would just throw out all their abilities for no reason. Look at this Cho'Gath Q, right? Wait for it. Look at this. What did he hit?
Jax.
He didn't even hit Jax, right? So it's just super troll, right? He should have saved it for you. So if he was saving it for you, we might have some problems, right? Stuff like that, I think, is all avoided if you just wait longer. But it seems to be working out. So what can I really say, right? Also, I think our flash usage is maybe not the best because you were getting him anyways. I think so. The reason why I keep saying maybe this flash could have been better is because how important is flash for Twitch?
Very.
Right, you can win the game off coming out of stealth, ulting, and then flash a skill shot, right? And then you just kill everyone. So It's super important, especially when we aren't getting as much out of it. Okay, what's going on here that we talked about too? Right here. What are we doing that we talked about? I think.
Trying to hit the tower.
Yes. Okay. How do you know you can get this?
Yeah, we don't.
Yes,
Can't.
I have no idea. I don't know how you can get this. You can't get it. That's how you know. Okay. Whenever you cannot reason it out, you can't do it. Okay, because it's just not gonna work, right? Let's say you say, oh, they have 3 people dead, so it's 5v2. Okay, where's your team? They're not here, so this is not gonna work. You fast forward, it's not gonna work. You can't do it. So I think time would have been spent better doing something else. So let's say, for example, what could you do here instead?
Push out sidelines.
Okay, that's good. You know, that's Infinity Edge right there. What's super spicy on Twitch? Well, actually, I guess it's not up, but you could have checked.
Red buff?
Yeah, dude, red buff is dude, red buff wins you the game, right? But Draven already has it, so I guess, you know, it's not up. Anything like catching top, anything like catching bot, anything like sitting in a bush. What if their red is up and Draven wants it? Okay, camp for Draven, right? Good to go, right? Anything like that. But I think there's a habit or a maybe you haven't realized that, you know, going for tower is never good. You're gonna say never good. When is it? It's good when they literally cannot defend it. Okay, it's PVE. Okay, that's what I want you to think. Literally PVE. It's like you're just killing slimes in Maple Story. Okay, literally there's no one to stop you, right? There's literally no way you can lose at the tower fight. That's the only time you should hit tower. Okay, I promise you. That's the way the game works nowadays. Let's say, for example, there's, you know, people lane for 20 minutes and then mid lane gets ganked once, he loses his tower. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah.
Let's say you're winning bot for the first 15 minutes of the game. They 4-minute bot and then you lose tower. Does that sound familiar?
Yep.
You know, you don't chip away at the tower to get it, right? That doesn't really work that way anymore. Maybe if you're playing Caitlyn or some kind of special stuff, or maybe you're playing competitive, but solo queue, I promise, tower is the last thing you care about, right? The thing that'll win you games is you win a fight, you get Baron, you win the game, right? Or you win a fight, you take inhibitor, you get Baron, right? Anything along those lines. That will happen pretty much 90% of the games nowadays, right? It's never, we siege a tower, we siege them down to 0 HP, we get the tower. I've seen that like once in 30 games, right? It just doesn't work that way. So don't hit tower. I think that'll help you a lot. Is this just straight up don't go for tower. I think also waiting in fights would help a lot too for Twitch specifically, right? But just this frozen mallet is OP. So we're actually dying here. So yeah, okay, actually yeah, waiting here would be very good here too, right?
Yeah, I ult really because I thought the fight was gonna escalate a lot faster, but Malphite just kind of blew up, and then the rest of their team backed off.
All right, so something like here would be you can walk up and hit him, and then save your ulti.
Mm-hmm.
All right, anything like that would be really good, right? But I think using ulti is you definitely want to save it. I think I would say for you, just wait until the juiciest moment. Okay, just keep waiting. Wait longer and longer and longer. I promise you, you'll find something better. Let me see if we can find some examples of Twitch games. I haven't played Twitch in a while, but let's see. Fast forward any of these. Let's see what's going on here. Any of these are juicy? No, I think it's pretty free. Are there any team fights here? Come on, let me see something. Let me see something. Da, 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 da. How about this one? Okay, let's watch this. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, there's a fight going on. You're gonna wait until you know for sure. So how did you know for sure you're gonna win that?
Uders, she used her stun.
Yeah, she used her stun, right? I was just sitting here waiting, right? I'm just like, I don't think this is gonna work. And then I saw her stun. I was like, okay, this is gonna work now, right? So that's the idea we want you to kind of implement in your gameplay, is Twitch specific, I would say. But maybe you don't just play Twitch. But if you do play Twitch, you want to wait even longer, right? Until the juiciest moment arises, right? So like in this example, for this, like in this case, you know, you have to wait until you know you're gonna kill him for whatever reason, right? So even if your team dies, you know, you're gonna wait. You're gonna wait even longer. Because that's the only thing you can really do as this champion, right? Here maybe you have some plan to beat her or whatever. I don't know. I guess you don't have to wait that long. Yeah, let me see like a 5v5. Come on. Let me see a 5v5. No 5v5. Any more Twitch? This one looks spicy. What happened here? Okay, what's going on here? This is a 5v5, right? Oh, that's awkward.
Nope.
Oh shit. We want to run, boys. Okay, here we go. This is a perfect example, right? When did we pop out here?
After Rengar jumps on somebody else.
Right. So then what happens because we waited?
He's not able to get that potential to assassinate you.
All of a sudden, everyone's just we can kill everyone, right? But if you come out too early, you can't do anything. I promise you. Okay, it's better to wait than it is to jump the gun. Let me see if there's another one here. Oh, this is a 5v5, right? I think this is a 5v5. We're just doing Baron, sure. What's going on here? You're gonna hit this guy, right? Notice how we're not using our Q, right? Because as we know that without Q, you can't do anything as Twitch, right? Sure, we can kill this guy. I think that's fine. This guy's dying. And then, oh, I'm lagging. Seems good. I remember this. We flash over the wall here, right? So this is probably less about waiting and more about not using your abilities when you're hitting the closest guy, right? You want to save your Q and your ulti, right? I think is something you could do as well, right? But this is all just Twitch specific stuff. So if there's things to take away from the replay, it's stuff like you need to be safe first before you hit the closest guy. I think is one thing you can look at, right? Look at the map first before you hit the closest guy. Whenever something is going on, look at the map, right? Whenever a fight breaks out, look at the map, right? That's really the big thing I think that's for your team fighting, all right? Which is I think what's going on at this rank is just this 24/7 fighting, right? Here, are we okay? I think we're dying here.
No.
Even here, right? What happened here?
Got engaged in a really bad fight. It's like 2v4.
How early did you come out?
Pretty early. There was no one else, so I just got jumped as soon as I came out of stealth.
Right. You could have waited for this Quinn and then bam, kill her, for example, right? And then you'd be really happy with that. But she got to hit you with a bunch of abilities, right? So we couldn't win, right? So even in this case, right, waiting here would be really good. But honestly, that's all Twitch specific stuff, right? In terms of, let me see. I guess we'll see the other Twitch game, or do you want to see a different one? Oh wow, this is all a similar rank, I guess.
That's a flex.
So not as good to look at. Oh wow, you have like a team?
Yeah, I don't play much solo queue, honestly. It's really hard for me to get to want to play it because a lot of my games are kind of like that Twitch one. It's kind of like it just feels bad after and then makes me not want to play. That 11 and 6 Ezreal one at the very bottom.
Yeah, you want to take a look at it? All right, sure.
It's not there though.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
No, the Ezreal one's alright too. I won it, but I kind of got carried, so that's why I saved it.
Sure, we can take a look at this. But I think if there are some kind of fighting issues, it'll be much of the same, where you don't know where they are, but we're still trying to hit someone, or we're trying to hit tower in the mid game, right? And then if there are any other mid game ideas where we're not doing anything, it's probably just we aren't pushing out our waves, right? I think those the three big concepts you can take away, or from what I've seen. Oh, okay, what happened here? I think you already know, but
they hit level 2.
Right, so we're just automatically losing here. I can't believe this is not disaster. Oh, this is disaster. Oh, okay. It's still pretty bad though, right? So what happened here?
They hit level 2 and we weren't even close, so they just murdered
right, so
us.
What do you do when you realize you're losing level 2? Well, what should you do,
off?
I guess? Yeah, you should just back off. Even if you have to lose minions, you just have to run, right? So you're losing level 2 because you can't kill this ranged minion for whatever reason. So you guys just needed to run, I think. And you didn't realize that until too late. So that's just like a small laning thing, but I think you kind of know that, right?
Yeah.
So if it happens to you a lot, then you know what's up. Oh my god, this Pyke is... Oh my god, what? Oh, Rakan trolled. Okay. Rakan didn't W anywhere. Oh, that's so sad. Okay, yeah, of course he's gonna die if that happens. Okay, save Rakan. That's good. Fine. Sure. Fast forward. So in terms of lane matchups, what do you think Rakan and Pyke are?
All in.
So if Rakan misses W, you know.
Okay, catch.
Right. And if Pyke misses his hook, right, same thing.
Catch.
So I would say that you know, Pyke and Rakan are very much catch based, but Rakan is more all in. Why is that?
Because he's got more tools for an all-in.
How do you dodge his dash into flash, right? Right. So he has the potential to be more all in. You know, it's kind of gray line, which makes him, you know, super strange. But oh my god, he's trolling. Wait, you can kill this guy too. Hold the phone. No, flash in here. It's okay. You had the right idea, right? But here's the thing is that when all this is going on, right? Where's the jungler?
Not on the map.
It's the same thing, right? It's just I know that you and most people are not looking for the jungler, so he actually showed up top here, right? But even when in cases like this, you have to know where he is. Otherwise, you know, have you ever seen? Did you play during the Hecarim and Olaf days, right?
Oh boy.
What happens when they come out here and get a double kill? The game's fucking tragic, right? Or Master Yi, or if there's a Master Yi ever in your game, you know, something like this, you know, it would be super unfortunate, right? Any of those early game junglers, you know, anything, yeah, pretty much anything like that, I think is super juicy when they see something like this. So even when it's just tank junglers too, it gets super obnoxious. So that's one thing you definitely want to look out for is, you know, whenever something is happening, literally for me, anytime something happens, my first instinct is to look at the map because I did this for so often because it was a problem for me as well, right? Look at the map because they could be baiting you, right? How do you know if they're baiting you? You don't know until you see what's going on the map, right? I think that's definitely one thing you could take a look at. Oh my god, she has teleport and you do not. Oh no. Yeah, teleport is just really good, huh? Oh fuck, you're gonna lose so many minions and there's pretty much nothing you could have done to stop that, right? Oh, painful.
Freezing it or something. She doesn't shut it back or.
Yeah. So let's back it up. So the reason why this is really good for her is how many minions do you lose when you base here?
Probably that whole. I'll lose a wave.
Right. So 3 plus 6, I would say 9 minions, right? So fast forward, it's probably 9 minions, right? Yep, 9 minions, right? So that last, actually 8 minions. You got the last range minion, right? But that's why TP is pretty good. Because if you do something like that, then it's like, oh, you know, kind of sad for you. What can you do? Nothing really. Okay, this stuff is going on. So how do you play against catch? What do you think?
Poke them and avoid the catch ability, and then try to trade with them a bunch when it's on cooldown.
Yeah, I would say, you know, capitalize on when it's on cooldown, anything like making sure you don't get caught, obviously. And something special that Ezreal and Tristana can do is like counter their hook or whatever their catch is, right? You have a plan for when they go for the catch. So whenever you're like pushing or whatever, in the back of your mind, you're saying, I'm going to E when he throws his hook, right? Something like that. So is there anything wrong with this picture though?
Pushing up without vision?
I would say, yeah, initially it seems that way. But if you have flash, I think you can get away. Maybe, actually. Against Pyke, maybe not. But and Talia's coming down. So it seems like a kind of situational case. But I would be, at the very least in the back of your head, you should be thinking something like jungler's coming. Okay, jungle is always coming, right? Or TP. Oh shit! Oh, you're dead here, right? So this is exactly what we're talking about. Is that against catch, right? You need to have your plan in the back of your head. If you have a way out, it must always be prepared when he goes for the hook, right? Otherwise, you don't want to stand in a spot where he can hook you, right? So this is just, I guess we were not ready to. We weren't ready, and the reason why I said Pyke is kind of all in is because it's really hard for you to dodge this, right? Even though your flash is up, it's not easy to stop that, right? So Pyke didn't flash. Monkey ass.
Oh, some Rakan pinged it earlier, so.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
But yeah, you're still losing in this case, I would say, right?
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't have flash, jungle comes out, you guys are dying. Anything like any continuation of the fight, you guys lose all your HP. You base, that's another 6 minions, right? It's never really good to get caught, right? Unless you're baiting for 3v2 or something like that. So, oh no, let's watch this. Oh no.
Yeah, that sucked.
I think your mouse spazzed out for a second or something.
Lag.
Sure. And then Talia's coming down. I don't think anything is happening here. Rakan doesn't have ulti. Okay, something might happen. Yeah, there's no way. I didn't think so. Nice try. I don't know what she's doing here though, but fast forward. Yeah, I would say pushing up against Pyke is I would probably prefer to not push up against Pyke because he has so many tools to catch you. It's kind of disgusting, right? Okay, what's going on here? Oh baby, 4v3. Let's go. Let's go. Kill them all. Cast this ulti. Oh my god, this is so good. Wow. Everyone just fiesta bot, right?
Hell
so
yeah.
when it comes to, you know, you're like, I felt like I got carried. It's because so far in this game, we kind of, you know, I think we got caught once, right? Or some of these fights, it was like seemed kind of dicey sometimes. Oh, actually, this is remember what we talked about the last replay? When do you get the tower? The first four man. Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, is you don't fucking hit the tower this nowadays. Hitting the tower is a mistake, always. So I think back when we're up and pushing, you know, this is considered winning. It's just that if you get caught, it's automatically losing, right? So you have to keep that in mind when you're playing against catch. Is just matchup based. You know, don't get hit by their skill shot or whatever, or use your dash when they skill shot, right? But I mean, it's like. Yeah, easy to know, but you have to remember that as you're loading into champion select or loading into the game or something like that. Okay, something crazy is going on. Oh my god, she flashed for that? Are you kidding me? I'm not gonna lie, that looked like the flash you were doing last game. But honestly, you know, if it worked for you, we're not gonna complain yet. Okay. Okay, Akali's really obnoxious. Maybe you could catch her. Sure, you're definitely gonna catch her. Fast forward. 1Q is good. 1W doesn't really matter. Anything works here. Sure, you can push this out and then base. I think it is good. Good. Okay. What's going on here? Okay, what the heck? Okay, I guess if you have nothing else to do, you can do Gromp. Sure. Okay, ulti is really nice. Very nice. You definitely want to run though, because you know why are you guys losing this? Real quick.
Numbers.
Yes, there are more people. So, when it comes to these kind of losing fights, there's a bad habit where you walk up. I think, and especially, you know, last game with Twitch, if you didn't have an escape, you die here too, right? So I think the first consideration you need to do is look at the map whenever a fight's going on and say, you know, where are they? What's going on? Do I even want to walk up to hit someone, right? Because I think for you're gonna walk up no matter what, is what it seems like. Right, and I like it. You know, you're trying to help, you're trying to do damage, you're trying to hit the closest guy. But sometimes there are cases when you're not safe when you're doing this, so it's gonna turn out really poorly, right? I think here we got away with it, but you know, it could have been really dicey, right? I think anything like, you know, you have to be ready for a Pyke Q flash, right? And then you know you have to prepare your E. And if you know, why is it that you lose if he does that to you right now, even if with your E?
It'll put my young cooldown. I'll just get run down.
Yes, you can't get over the wall now, right? Is why that, you know, stuff like this is super important, right? So I think we're just putting ourselves, and it's like, you know, what did we gain by walking up here? You know, what was the benefits to walking up? Even though it was not safe.
Just like
right.
a little more damage on the quality.
Exactly. You can't win this fight. You just don't have enough people. So your job is to stall this for your Chundle to get a bunch of farm and take town. Oh, actually we do die. Oh shit. Yeah, they do run us down. Yeah, so honestly, they were gonna run you down no matter what. They were gonna dive. They have an Akali, right? So it's really cancer. But you see what I mean though, in terms of we need to make sure we're safe before we walk up and hit someone, I think is the biggest idea. You can take away here for fights, at least, is definitely make sure you're looking at the map before you walk up, okay? That's the first thing you should do. So the way to work on this is you go into the game and you tell yourself, whenever people are trying to fight each other, the first thing I'm going to do is look at the map. So I would just AFK far away and look at the map first. And then sure, maybe the first time will take like 2 seconds, and then you can start playing again. Or it may take even more than 2 seconds, right? You're trying to figure out where they are. But I promise you, the more you do this, the faster you'll be able to figure it out. Also, what are we doing here? That's really scary.
Hitting tower.
Yeah, hitting tower. So I think that could have been really dicey. You get away with it here, but honestly, your time is better spent doing what?
Grouping up with the team top, maybe.
I think they're fine, but yeah, I think maybe Akali super
Trying to
cancer.
go bot.
Yeah, get bot too, right? No one's getting this bot farm, so unless you're killing this Akali, you need to get bot farm or something, right? Yeah, I would say this is super dicey, right? And then you guys are losing. I think the reason why you're finding yourself having low CS in the mid game is because of stuff like this, right? How many waves did you lose bot? If you look at this, pause. You see,
Like
okay, how many
2,
minutes is that?
Probably a third
That's
one after
that's
that.
like 3 or 4, I would say, right? So yeah, we're not really catching enough waves. I think we're just too much like this replay and the last replay. The only thing we've been doing is just hitting tower, right? And I think it's just is 9 times out of 10 not gonna be a good idea. You're not gonna get anything. Oh, actually, if Akali gets kills here, it's really spooky. Oh, really nice turn, right? But a lot of this is out of your control. I would say a lot of this fight is out of your control. I think, right? So it looks kind of dicey, but you guys do end up forcing the towers. It's just I would say in solo queue, don't go for it. Okay, it's gonna be really bad 9 times out of 10. I promise you. This is really good. Here we're pushing out waves, so looks like you have no problems with this aspect of gameplay. Sure. If there's literally no one here, hold the phone. What's going on here? Who do you die to right here?
Akali.
I agree. It doesn't matter if you have flash or E. You see Akali now.
But I see her
yeah.
top side, so that's why I hit this tower.
Well, let me see. Okay, yeah, we see her mid. Okay, fine, that's good. But I think TP is also a consideration, but I think maybe you can get away from TP, right? Good to go, right? Literally no way for them to stop you.
To suck some hard candy and suck some dicks.
Let me see. Let's fast forward. Okay, you're just by yourselves. Base, sure. I think this is good. So everything that we just saw was really good in the last 2 minutes, right? Being productive with your time. So the things that I think that you definitely want to take a look at is things like map awareness, where or you can even say teamfight awareness, where before you hit anyone, what's the first thing you do?
Wait.
And look at the map, right? Wait and look at the map, right? That's the only thing I want you to work on for now, right? And then if you lose games off laning, that's when you need to take a look. But honestly, at this rank and for most ranks, laning is gonna be you can recover in the mid game from laning. Okay, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. Wow, that was a disgusting ulti. Very nice. But yeah, I think your team is just running over them, right? So it's just the seeing a lot of these same ideas, but this does show that you're really good at when to push your waves, at least when it's super obvious. So that was really good. It's very much a lot of the same in terms of the things you did, right? Like hit tower, I think is super dicey, right? Trying to continue fights or walk up to fights, but I think you need if you stopped and waited for a second, you would have realized that maybe not a good idea, right? For whatever reason, right? You told me when I was like, okay, why'd you guys lose this fight? You're like, oh, they had more people, but how come you didn't know that during the fight? It's because you didn't stop to think about it, right? I think where was the part where Garen was just running us down? Here we go. Like here, you told me in like half a second that you had less people, right? So when it comes to fights like this, you don't walk up, right? You're like, oh, we don't want to fight this, right? You need to stop and wait, right? Stop and think and look at the map, and you say, okay, 2 people not here, we're losing this, right? You need to run. You would rather push bot or ulti mid or something like that, right? And then I think this is pretty much all there is for fighting. I think mechanics were pretty good. What do you think?
Yeah.
Except for maybe flashes, but I wouldn't worry about that too yet. I wouldn't worry about that yet. Okay, this is the bigger thing. So in order of importance, I would say first easiest thing is don't hit tower, unless literally PvE. I think that's easy to implement, right? It's just you see a tower, you're like, okay, don't hit it. Second is this team fight idea that we just covered, and then the third is if you are having troubles with laning, it is the matchup idea. right? Based on what you're playing against, play accordingly. You're playing against catch, you have to have an escape, or you have to be ready to dodge their catch for whatever reason, or you have more people, so when they catch you, it's just a prank. You're gonna kill them, right? Anything like that. I don't think we really saw too many matchup ideas because the games were kind of like a lot of people were bot lane, so it didn't matter as much. But those are the general ideas I think you should work on, right? So the way to do this, go into game, you tell yourself, I'm not gonna hit tower. Whenever something happens, I'm gonna look at the map, and I think that's the easiest fix for what you should work on. I think. What do you think?
Yeah, I just need to like get into the rhythm of just checking my map after everything.
Yes, or right before, or right when anything happens too. Even in the middle of a fight, you're like, okay, you need to look at the map because we didn't look at the map yet, right? That's always has to be the first consideration. How can you play without knowing where people are, right? Is kind of the idea. So yeah, what do you think? Do you have any questions? Do you want to agree, disagree? Want to go back, look at anything, cover any other concepts?
No, I agree. How do you get motivation to play solo queue, man?
Oh God. I think for solo queue, it's just like
Cause like I want to improve, but like every time I play, it just like makes me so sad after.
right. For me, the idea is kind of as long as I'm working on what I want to improve on, I'm happy. Right. What outcome doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to practice on what I think I should be improving on as a player. And if I got that, then it's good, right? If someone on my team is just inting or whatever, I'm like, well, it wasn't me who screwed up this game, so that's good, right? It's very much about trying to keep your sanity, I think, in solo queue, like keeping mental good, right? So I think other things that helped me too were like looking up, mental sports psychology articles on the internet, or watching motivational videos on YouTube, right? I think those help me a lot too. But overall, it's very much having a focus on my own gameplay and not really caring about anyone else. But yeah, that's kind of my best advice. Or try and find a reason why solo queue is fun. I think that's also good too.
Yeah, that's fair. What champs would you recommend for solo queue right now, like ADC wise and bruiser wise?
All right, so let's take a look at what I'm playing right now. We have Brand. This is my personal favorite when they have a immobile AD carry, which is everything. If Ezreal and Lucian are gone, this is broken. Okay, I love this champion because you just land skill shots and you win, right? And you press ulti and you win. I think for traditional AD carries, Kai'Sa is really good, although I lost here. And Lucian is really good if you can play him, but I would prefer not to play Lucian. I think Twitch, if you don't first pick Twitch and then you have to wait until what they pick and you think Twitch is a good pick, I think Twitch can be really good. I think you showed that Twitch is really effective in your game, even though you lost, right? Definitely could have carried. I think Aurelia is super broken if you can play Aurelia. This champion's, dude. Do you know how many games of Aurelia I've played before this?
None.
Like 1 or 2. Like it's never ranked. First time ranked. It's just the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life, right? I think Swain is really funny. I like Swain a lot. So Swain is really good when you have some kind of CC support, right? You automatically grab them, dude. Like pretty much think of the thing that gives you the most frustration in solo queue and play that bot lane and you're good to go. I'm not look, this is like whenever I played against this, I was like, this is bullshit, right? Why does he get to pull off someone else's stun? I play this and it's really funny because they die to everything, right? So yeah, I really like these champions. So anything that has super big impact early mid game, late game doesn't really matter because everyone's equally as good. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter, right? Late game only applies to something like Kai'Sa, right? When you're actually scaling, right? Scaling doesn't really exist for these other champions, right? Even Twitch, what do you buy third item?
After item, like Frozen Mallet or Black Cleaver.
Exactly, right? Where's the Infinity Edge? It doesn't exist anymore, right? So where's your scaling? It's like, there is no scaling, right? So I don't really know. I think Twitch can be good because he has invisibility and he takes press the attack and stuff, but yeah, I'd say Brand is really nice here. Like, let me see what else I'm playing. It's playing Swain and Brand on my main and Kai'Sa, right? So more of the same, pretty much. I haven't played too much recently actually, but it's more of the same, right? Ooh, 2 and 10, Monka S. But yeah, that's what I would recommend.
All right.
So yeah, I would say Ezreal is. He's not useful. I'm sorry, he's just not useful, right? He's actually a champion that's scaling. It's really funny because last patch he's considered to be mid game. This patch he's scaling when against like these bruisers, bots and stuff. But you're not useful for the longest time. So I would say I would avoid like how useful were you this game, right? It was Rakan and Graves and Talia were leading the charge the whole time, I think. So we didn't really have to do much, right? It just doesn't seem as good, right? If I had the choice between Ezreal and like Swain, I'll pick Swain for sure, right? How do you beat a Kali as Ezreal?
You don't.
Right.
Roll
So
over and die.
let me see this game where I played Brand and they had an Akali. I just like 2-shot her. Let me see this. It's actually really funny. It was sweet justice, Here we go. Let's see these games, right? Here we go. There's one top where it's like super funny. No. Come on. Oh, I guess it's not here. Whatever. We'll just find one of these. Here we go. If Akali jumps on you and you're playing an AD carry in the mid game right here, what do? Right here. You're dead.
You die.
So, what does Brand do though? Just pops everything in her face and then she dies, right? She has no HP. So, I don't even have to do anything. She is gone, right? You just throw an ulti in her face too. Let me see this. This is the best part where you just toss an ulti and then you just kill everyone. Let me see. Like Akali can no longer kill you. Like think about Talon, right? Can Talon kill you if you're playing Swain or Brand? Not really, right? Not as easy at least, right?
Yeah.
Let me see if there are any of these. And your effective range is kind of disgusting. Look at this. We're super far away, but we're just burning the shit out of everyone, right? Let me see. Here's another one where it's like, oh, we just toss an ulti in there and we're good to go, right? This is all you need to do. You press R in the middle of a fight and it's over, right? It's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of funny, but much useful than any AD carry you could pick right now, right? So
yeah.
I like Brand a lot. We're actually gonna play Brand more probably today, but that's what I would say. Anything that gives you cancer is good bot. Any other questions?
No, I think that's good for now.
Right. I think your mid-game ideas were pretty good in terms of decision making, except when you try to hit tower or walk up to these fights, right? When sometimes it wasn't good, right? So when you went to push out the bot wave, like in this Ezreal game, it showed that you knew what you're doing, right? At least when you didn't have anything else to do, it was really good. Like all this stuff here was really good, right? You went bot, fight breaks out, top side, okay, keep going because you can't help. This is all really good. It's just when it comes to fights, I think we're making some kind of decisions that get ourselves killed because we're not safe. So as long as you can work on that, you'll be really strong, I think. Pretty much won't lose any other fights because you don't lose fights when you can see them, is my opinion. It's just when you can't see them, when you don't have enough people and you try and fight, you just lose because you can't win, right? So yeah, I think that's the main focus you should look at. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, cool. If there are no other questions,
no questions,
then I guess good luck in your games. I'll upload this to YouTube, send you the link so you can go back and review. Other than that, if you do have questions that you forgot or that come up later, or you have clips you want to show me, send them my way, right? I'll always take a look and let you know what's going on if you have any questions. So,
all right, thank you very much.
No problem. Good luck in your games. Hopefully you find you find solo queue fun or something to get some solo queue done. But I think the game is a lot about having fun. So try some Brand. He's really fun. I enjoy him a lot. So but yeah, if that doesn't help, then something like watching motivational YouTube videos I think is really cool. So
all right, that's like the biggest problem is just trying to get myself to play. Can't improve if I don't play. Of course.
So yeah, good luck in your games. Let me know how they go.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too.